Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. This is why it is so hard to keep the floor of the truck clean. Where I park, it's all mud. So good day and greetings. Welcome to Monday, March the 18th, 2024. It is 6 a.m. out here in Oneida, New York for the big delivery of the day. Just got back in the old Bulldog, making it happen. Got my CB radio hooked back up. That there's the President Johnny 3 radio. I've got the external speaker pushed in the back corner there. Got the coax. It goes out there. Back that way, out the door, and it's dark out, probably can't see it, but I just have a 4-foot fiberglass whip antenna out there, and I've got this gear keeper deal, holds the microphone here. I've got that wedged into the plastic here with a zip tie, and then I just hook it up to there. And that works pretty good. Just kind of hangs. So I need to talk. Just grab it, bring it over. Breaker 19, breaker 19. And I can let it go. It just kind of hangs there. No fumbling around with something to hook the microphone on. Because then you're over here, you're trying to drive down the road, you're trying to hang up the microphone, and you're just hitting the plastic and making a nuisance out of yourself. It's not a big radio setup, but it does the job. It gets out there pretty good. People can hear me. I can hear them. And not many people talk on the radio much anymore anyway. So I kind of think having a big radio is kind of pointless. At least for what I use it for. This little President Johnny 3 works pretty good. I'm actually thinking about getting another one for my pickup truck. Because that's where I ran this one originally. With a magnet mount antenna. Worked pretty good. Okay, so it's 5 after 8. Mr. Sunshine is making an appearance. There have been an occasional flurry in the air. Seems that old man winter wants to make one last appearance before spring. Actually, I think we get more snow in the spring than we do in the wintertime now up here in upstate New York. This load here that I'm delivering in Oneida is the same load that I picked up last Friday down in Tremont, Pennsylvania. I didn't realize that was going to be my load when I picked it up on Friday. Having to put it in cup. So good. All done out here in Oneida, New York. The big delivery of the day. 9 a.m. Rolling out the Solve. Rolling Route 13 north. Rolling into the village of Canastota, New York. I lived in Canastota for a short amount of time back in 1999. And those clouds up ahead aren't looking too friendly. Not really too impressed with how they're looking up there. up. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up. Hurry up and wait, but don't be late. Out here in Solve, New York, picking up a load that's going to Battle Creek, Michigan. Just got checked in, got told to go park off to the side. We'll call you when we got a dock open. The old hurry up and wait game out here in Solve. Oh, the bestest sound that there is. Okay, it is 10:25. Backed in here out in Solve, New York. Getting loaded. Didn't wait that long. I got here at 9:58, checked in, and it's 10:25, I'm backed in. Good times. Let the good times roll. Alright, all loaded up out here in Solve. Taking this load back to the yard in Syracuse. It is currently 20 after 11 in the morning. And I think I'm going to scare me some pigeons. Alright, I got to just wrap up my paperwork and my computer work here, and then head back over to the yard. Oh yeah, I gotta let dispatch know what I'm doing. Took that loaded trailer back to the yard in Syracuse, and smelled something that was kind of familiar that I've smelled with this truck previously. And right now I'm back in Solve. I'm grabbing an empty trailer, but I gotta show you something here real quick. Dun dun dun! Flipping coolant leak once again. I had dropped this off, I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago over at the Mac dealership over there in Syracuse. The pipe that goes into the motor there was leaking coolant, and now it looks like it's leaking there once again, as well as the hose, or actually it might be leaking somewhere a little bit higher, just happened to be dripping on there. I'm not sure, but it's leaking coolant once again. And I just got this truck back last Friday, and this switching trucks constantly is not only is it stale and getting old, but kind of over it. Yes, I am. But right now I'm going to hook up to this empty trailer and find out where dispatch wants me to take it, because after that apparently I got to take this back to the Mac in Syracuse, and they're hoping that the Mac Anthem that I dropped off there the other day, they're hoping that the PM is done so I can just swap back into that. I give up. And that, my friends, is why it is always a good idea to carry a pair of vice grips with you, because when this bar right here doesn't want to stay out and you gotta slide tandems, you put the vice grips on there, holds it in place, and then you can slide the tandems. Okay, so out here at Solve, slid my tandems, swept out the trailer. This trailer is over 10 years old, so they will not load it here. They will only load trailers here up to 10 years old, because the product that they make, it's pretty heavy. So I'm going to take this empty trailer back to the yard. I'm going to drop it, And then I'm going to clean out all the stuff out of the truck here. And I'm going to go home. Well, wishful thinking anyway. No, I'm going to take all the stuff out of this truck and probably take it over to the Mac dealership so it can get fixed. I doubt very much the truck that I dropped off there for the PM will be done. And we do have an extra truck in the yard. It's a freight shaker. Of course, maybe with the luck that I've been having with Max lately, maybe driving a freight shaker wouldn't be a bad thing. Oh, it stinks here. Absolutely stinks. I can't even describe to you the smell that is in the air here, but it's gross, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, enough of the rambling. Rolling back to the yard in Syracuse. Nice and smooth through here. I'm doing 5 miles an hour and tape rolling in 3, 2, 1, action. I hope you start in the morning. Okay, up here at the yard in Syracuse, I took my truck over to the Mac dealership, explained to them that it had a coolant leak, and I asked about the Anthem that I dropped off the other day, because if that was done, I was supposed to swap out into the Anthem. The Anthem was in the process of getting the PM service done, and it was going to be an hour to possibly 2 hours before it was going to be done. So I was just going to drop my truck there, but we couldn't arrange for me to get a ride back from the Mac dealership back to the yard over here. So I brought my truck back to the yard and parked it. I guess they're going to see about getting it over there tomorrow and getting the Anthem back. For now, I am in this 2016 Freight Shaker Cascadia. Well, it needs to be cleaned, but we'll see how this goes. I have a hot run that I got to do tomorrow. That'll be a good time. Hooking and dropping and hooking trailers, that is. Dropping and hooking and dropping, hooking trailers. Plattsburgh, New York. Yeah. Take care of the old drop and hook blues up here in Plattsburgh. Ran into some winter type weather along the way. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I'm running a little bit behind schedule, so I got to wrap up my paperwork and computer work, and then make like a sheep here to get the flock out of here and get back to Syracuse as quick as I can. Time's clicking. The time is ticking. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I'm half frozen. Route 11 south, moving right along. winter weather this morning that made things a little messy. Put me a little bit behind schedule for the day, but you know, that's okay. Nothing I can do about that. Safety first, you know? Safety first. There we go. Can't find them, grind them. Shifts a little bit differently than the Mac, and it always takes me a day or two to get used to a different transmission. This is how it is. Plus, this truck I think's been a little used and abused over the past 8 years. The 2016 Freightliner Cascadia, or Freight Shaker Cascadia, as I like to call it. Runs pretty good, but it's got a little bit of a vibration in the front end that makes me feel like I'm driving a Maytag washer that's out of balance, and the radio doesn't work. Well, it works, but there's no sound. I think maybe the speakers got disconnected. That's a huge get me out of this truck. Or a huge reason to get me out of this truck. Gotta have a radio, man. Gotta have a radio. 81 South, Pulaski, New York, exit 36. Who shook up the snow globe? exit 34 for Mexico, New York. This is part of the Tug Hill region of upstate New York. I tried to get going a little bit quicker, but Okay, tape rolling and 3, 2, 1, action. Oh, that is the most beautifulest sound ever. It is going on 11:30 in the morning. Back here in Syracuse, dropped that loaded trailer, topped off my fuel tanks, took care of the paperwork, computer work, yada, 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 yada. And I am done for the day. I have 1 hour and 28 minutes left on the clock for the day, so there's not much I can do. Got my assignment for tomorrow, which is running back up north. No surprise there. This truck here, for what it's worth, if it didn't have the Maytag front end, which is the, it gets this vibration in the front end, kind of like a out of balance washing machine. And if the speakers on the radio worked, and if it had a mattress that wasn't for a little kid, it actually would probably be a halfway decent truck, and I wouldn't mind keeping it. I mean, it's been a little used and abused, but clean it up a little bit, and I don't think it'd be a bad office. So I don't know. Don't know. All I know is that I'm in this truck again for tomorrow. The Mac, my truck, is still sitting over there, waiting to go over to the Mac dealership. They don't seem to be in a big hurry to get that over there. And then the Anthem over there was having the PM done. I don't know if that's done, what's going on with that. So I don't know if I'm ending up back in the Anthem, if I'm getting the Pinnacle back, if I'm staying in this, if I'm just going to go somewhere else and drive a Peterbilt. I don't know what's going on. You probably know more than I do right now. Right now, I'm going to go home, get something to eat, and call it a day. So, good day and greetings, and welcome to Wednesday, March the 20th, 2024. It's 6 a.m. I'm up here in Potsdam, New York. Big delivery of the day. Just got backed in, making it happen. Yeah, it's 20 after 10. Still up here in Potsdam, still backed in, still getting unloaded. Got some snowflakes falling to the ground. Rolled through some winter precipitation this morning once again. Up through Watertown and all along Route 11 along the way. Kind of died down once I got up here to Potsdam. But it's officially spring, and winter finally arrived. Winter's a little late. I think Old Man Winter and Mother Nature are drunk. It is 11:15 a.m. all done with the big delivery of the day. I've got 5 hours and 15 minutes left on the DOT clock for the day, and I'm rolling out to Plattsburgh, which is just under 2 hours from here, to pick up a load that's going to Canandaigua, New York. Might be able to use a 2-hour extension, might be getting stuck out. I don't know. We'll find out as we go, right? That's right. Okay, just drove out here to Plattsburgh, New York to pick up a load that's going to Canandaigua, New York, and checked in, and the load will not be ready until late to mid-morning tomorrow, so there's nothing here to pick up. Talked to dispatch, got my 2-hour extension, so I now have 5 hours left on the DOT clock. Gonna roll back to the yard and call it a day. Tape rolling and 3, 2, 1, uno. Oh, that's a beautiful sound. Awesomeness, pure awesomeness. 16-hour day. Right now it's 6:30 in the evening. Started my day at 2:30 this morning. Came back to the yard with the empty trailer. Dropped the trailer, topped off my fuel tanks. Hooked up to my load for tomorrow, which is going out to Western New York. We'll talk about that more in just a moment here. And I'm going to go get a bite to eat, take a nap, and call it a day. I'm beat. My sleep schedule is all out of whack because of the way I've run this week. But that comes with the job, comes with the territory. And you just deal with it. Old man winter has worn out his welcome. Mother Nature is drunk. I think they need to take their winter party somewhere else. Good day and greetings and welcome to Thursday, March the 21st, 2024. Messy windshield. Just so you know, road salt doesn't taste very good. Out here in Niagara Falls, New York. Arrived here at 7:35. The crew came out and greeted me at 7:40. I have an 8 a.m. appointment. Slid the tandems, opened the doors, back they're in. It is 7:50 and they're slinging boxes. It's going to be a good day. I can feel it. I'm hoping to get out there and at least wipe the road salt off of the windows with paper towels. Windex doesn't work very good in below freezing temperatures. So I might wait a little bit and see if the temperature comes up a little bit, but I have a feeling I'm just going to be wiping that off with a paper towel. And then once I'm done here, I'll find out where I'm off to next. And it's Friday Eve, everybody. Friday Eve. Just taking a little walk, getting out and stretching the legs a little bit. It's a little breezy out here. A few light flurries in the air, but that's alright. Nothing I can't handle. Boy, that wind out there will take the breath right out of you. They're not perfectly clean, but they look better than what they were. Just went out with the paper towels to wipe off most of the road salt and road grime. Ooh, I don't have much for Windex left. And my spray bottle that I usually use for cleaning windows with the window washer fluid in it. The spray bottle is back in my pick-em-up truck back in the yard. I don't have it with me. Like I said, they're not perfect, but it'll have to do for now. Look, a tree. Dropping and hooking and dropping and hooking trailers, that is. Dropping and hooking and dropping, hooking trailers. Buffalo, New York. Take care of the old drop and hook blues, picking up a load. It's going, I don't know, something. Was it Kentwood, Michigan, I think it's going? I don't know. I'm taking it over to our yard out here in the Buffalo area. And then I'll probably make like a sheep herd and head back to Syracuse. Got some snow flurries, light breeze, downtown Buffalo, and it's Friday Eve. It's a good time. That's a big boat. Well, the sun is shining. There's snow flurries in the air. It's spring. I think Mother Nature's a little bipolar today. This is craziness. Supposed to be in the 50s next week, more spring-like. So, good day and greetings, and welcome to Friday, March the 22nd, 2024. It is 6:07 a.m. I am up here in Messina, New York. 6 a.m. appointment, and I am backed in and getting unloaded, and I pulled into the yard here at 6 a.m. on the dot. Made it here in record time. Yeehaw! Okay, I'm back in the Rattler, the Mac Anthem, and it's kind of a funny story. Well, it's not funny, but this is like what, the third truck I've been in this week. Okay, foot on the brake, D for drive, release the brakes. Mr. Sunshine bopped me right in the eyeballs here. Now, the funny thing about where I work is right now I have 8.5 hours left on the DOT clock. I have 8 hours left on of drive time left. I almost got that backwards. And whenever I have plenty of time to run around up north, they send me back to the yard in Syracuse. When I don't have much time left on my clock, they want to send me 2 hours away to Plattsburgh. Dispatchers, load planners, I'm telling you, they got it made. Anyway, so back to the truck here. So I dropped off, hold on, let me start over again. Let's back up here because I'm all over the place today. I'm like a scatterbrain. My truck had a coolant leak on Monday, so this truck here was over at the Mac dealership getting a PM done. And the only truck that we had in the yard was the 2016 Freight Shaker that I've been driving for the last 3 days. Now, there was an issue with the Freight Shaker. Everything with the truck was fine, but it didn't have a current IFTA sticker. So I was told, well, just drive it for the 1 day and then we'll pick up the Anthem and you can just go back into that. Well, I ended up driving the Freight Shaker for 3 days, and then yesterday when I reminded them that, you know, this needs a 2024 IFTA sticker, it was, oh, you can't drive that. So I ended up taking my truck over to the Mac dealership to get the coolant leak fixed, finally. So I've been sitting in the yard since Monday. And I picked up the old Rattler here, the Mac Anthem, and this is what I will be driving, I guess, until either my truck is fixed or until something goes wrong with this one. And then originally today, I was supposed to be, the original plan was to be in Watertown at 6 a.m. Now, in the process of swapping trucks yesterday, I got a text message asking me if I could be in Plattsburgh no later than 7 a.m. And this was like 4:45 yesterday. Well, in order to be in Plattsburgh by, well, it would be 6 a.m., but by 7 a.m., I would have to be shut down, what, 2:30-ish? No, 3:30? I would have had been shut down about an hour before I got the text message to make that happen. So I got moved to this Messina load from the Watertown load because the driver, I guess the driver who was supposed to do the Plattsburgh load got held up and wouldn't make it there on time. So they put him on the Watertown load. And then the driver that was originally doing the Messina load, they put on the Plattsburgh load because he could start in time to be there on time. Which put me at being about 15 minutes to a half an hour late for Messina, but they were okay with that because we have like an hour leeway of being there. Like the appointment's at 6, but as long as we're there by 7, we're good to go. Those bitches. Probably kiss a fool later. So basically I left the yard at 10 after 3 this morning, and it usually takes just over 3 hours to get up here, and I made it in 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm pretty impressed with that. Made it happen. Enough said. Drove safely, fast and to the left. But it's a beautiful day. The old Bulldog right now says it's 17 degrees Fahrenheit up here in Messina. Rolling back to Syracuse, probably working tomorrow on Saturday, and from what I saw in the weather report, there's a big nor'easter rolling up through, and my area that I live in can get anywhere from 3 inches to 2 foot of snow depending on your elevation and where you live. Awesomeness, pure awesomeness. But this should be winter's last big hurrah up here. Next week it's supposed to be back up in the 50s and possibly 60 by next weekend, which would be pretty sweet. More seasonable for springtime, I guess. But we'll probably still get like another big snowstorm halfway through April or something stupid, just because that's how things go. Dropping and hooking and dropping and hooking trailers, that is. Dropping and hooking and dropping, hooking trailers. Solvay, New York. Whew, that's right, out of breath, just swept out the trailer here. Took my empty trailer from Messina back to the yard in Syracuse, hooked up a load coming over here to Solvay, dropped that, went and played my favorite game, Let's Go Find an Empty, and I found one. It's the only one we have. Swept her out, and now I gotta call dispatch and find out what's up next. What's up, Doc? It's been a pretty decent day. Starting to get some snow flurries. I guess we got this big nor'easter blowing in for the weekend. That's gonna be a good time. Nice. Okay, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Friday, March the 22nd, 2024. It's snowing, and back here in the yard, topped off my fuel tanks, took care of my paperwork, computer work, yada, 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 yada. I am going to go home and take a nap. I gotta be back in the yard at 1 o'clock in the morning, taking a load down to HQ and picking up my load for Monday, and that, my friends, is the plan. And that, I do believe, will do it for this video. So until next time, I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one, eh? I am out of here. Hasta la pasta. And as my good buddy Dump Truck Bob would say, adios!